To get a holistic understanding of an individual's ecology, we need to understand what happens to an individual's lives, and ups and downs are inevitable in our lives. Now, such events that can leave a significant impact are often called as life events, and these events could be a wedding, pregnancy announcement, a death in the family, or getting fired or promoted at work. As social media platforms continually emerge as an important part of many of our lives, they serve many. Now, for a better user experience, these platforms conduct personalized algorithmic content curation. These algorithms largely rely on topics, interests, and social connections, but rarely account for an individual's life events. But if the algorithms are not sensitive to our lives, they may cause harm. For example, when a Facebook user was shown his year in review with his now dead daughter's picture, so participants shared their year-long Facebook data and self-reported surveys on individual differences. And at the end of the year, we also asked these participants to record their major life events using the validated Perry Life Event Survey Scale. We compare how in-the-moment disclosures on Facebook differ from retrospective self-reported surveys. Now, we find that among the various categories of life events, social media disclosures. Now, we also investigated the characteristics of disclosing a life event on social media. We find that social media disclosures tend to be emotional and expressive. We also find co-occurring, related, and causal events, such as when an individual changed jobs, they posted about how they moved to a new place. We also found social media events tend to be mainly about positive events. For example, when an individual who went to a vacation and posted about it on Facebook also went through a breakup during the same period but never disclosed about it on Facebook. Now, these are unique evidences of how people disclose life events on social media. We also investigated factors associated with different life event disclosures, where we build regression models with individual attributes such as demographics and personal psychological traits, and event attributes such as how recent is the event, or the significance of the event, or the valence or the positivity or negativity of the event, anticipation and intimacy of the event. So we find that when an event is positive or anticipated, it is more likely to be posted on social media, whereas significant, recent, and intimate events are less disclosed on social media. So this study highlights several insights regarding disclosure and non-disclosure behaviors on social media. And in a nutshell, these are surrounding the theoretical underpinnings of what life events are publicly disclosed on social media versus what events tend to be only private. With that, I encourage you all to read our paper, and I'll be very happy to answer any questions. So feel free to reach out to me either during the conference or later. Thank you very much.